Wings of War is a low-cost, low-complexity game that is fun for probably 4 to 20 people. The base game itself comes with cards that represent airplanes. And looking at the airplane, on the bottom left you'll see the deck that you use for maneuvers. And you'll have a maneuver deck that has an M for this one on the bottom left. And the second number is what type of damage this plane deals. And there are damage cards that come in the game. And the next number is how much damage your plane can take. So the way the game plays out is very simple. You start your plane on the edge of the board, and then you have a playing card similar to this. And each player will select 3 of the maneuvers from this deck and decide which way they want to move. So you plot your moves upside down in secret from the other player. And what you're trying to do is maneuver in position to attack the other player. Now you'll notice that you have an arc of fire here, and when you do the attack, you start from the center of your plane and you measure out, and anybody who is touching this arc, like such, takes 1 hit of damage, and anybody in the second red area takes 2 hits of damage. Now after all the players have turned out their 1, 2, and 3 moves, the person running the game will say, reveal card 1, and you place that card in front of your plane, touching the lines together. You slide your plane up, matching the arrow up, and then you slide your card out. So the other player will move at the same time. You're not sure where he's going to move to, and then you'll do a check to see if there's any attacks. You'll line this up and you can look around to see if there's any other planes and stuff like that. And if somebody is within your range, you'll draw damage cards. And again, the type of damage dealt is by the middle letter there, which is an A in this particular situation. Now I'm not sure if I talked about the cone of fire, but you can attack anybody within this arc of fire here. So if he's outside that range, if you've got a plane over here, you won't be able to shoot him. So idealistically, what you want to do is come in for an attack like this. Now if you want to expand the game, you can buy the miniatures version. There's quite a few miniatures. Now the original game was called Wings of War, and now it's called Wings of Glory. But I believe it's the same system, and I'm not sure the changes, so I won't speak about that. But let's go back to damage for a second. So let's say that you were attacking a plane here, and you're going to give him some damage. So we'd look at the A deck, and you can tell the A is on the bottom left there, and we'll draw damage for this player. So he has 3 points of damage of a 16, meaning he has 13 points left, and he also has engine problems. So there's a little cheat guide that I printed out on the internet that helps you understand what happens. So in this particular situation, the engine damage is secret. You must play at least 1 stall maneuver each turn. That's the one with the diamond symbol in the lower left and the middle for the rest of the game. And there's different things that can happen here. Your pilot can get shot. Your plane can catch fire. Your next turn, you won't be able to turn left or right. And what you'll do is you'll keep these secret in your damage pile here. And then these effects will take effect through little tokens that you apply to the board. And that helps you keep track. And I believe most of them only take effect for 3 turns. There is explosion cards. Excuse me. There is an explosion card which can cause your plane to instantly explode and you'll be out of the game. Now there's different ways to play. There's scenarios. You can do deathmatch. We've played around with the deathmatch campaign, which basically means for each plane that you shoot down, you get 1 point, and then each time you get shot down, you lose 2 points. But I need to play around with the balance on that. But you can have 10 people playing this game. You need a larger board. Now this mat is not included. They have newer mats which are available for about $30. But it's very, very fun because anybody can play this game. And you can even skip all the damage part if you want to and just do explosions in the very, very basic rules. But it's as simple as turn 1, lay your card in front, do that move. check for damage. Then next turn, turn 2, lay your card in front. We're going to do this fancy squiggly move here. Check for damage to the other planes. And then turn 3, you lay your card in front. Do the same thing, and after that, everybody resets and starts the same thing over again. So you don't discard these cards, they go back into your formation or your flying deck, and you just keep doing that over and over until you have a winner. Very good game, very fun, very light. Anybody can play. I've seen people as old as 70 playing it, and kids as young as 8 to 10 years old playing it. I hope you enjoyed the review.